Sound check. Test. Mic. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So my plan today is to check a couple of skills and let's see if we're gonna improve in terms of defense, DPS. Because the thing with, I just realized why the rates, like even by a 300% difference on the minion health, it's because of the death rattle. Your minions are taking increase in damage. So our minions are taking a lot of hit, especially the Wraiths. And because of that, so yeah, that's the problem now. So it's really important. So what I'm thinking here, if the thing is, if I'm going to replace the skeletal mage, then I'm going to place a new skill here. So I cannot place the volatile zombie here. I will be replacing with the transplant. Basically, the zombie is gonna be auto casted whenever our minions are dying. I would say the death of the Wraiths now are gonna be less frequent. Now I'm worried about the Abomination's health. Another, I'm still thinking whether where is that last steps of the living. This one, and then that exsanguinous. If I'm going to wear these two, then what's going to happen? So basically what's happening here is we have 20, we have 11, so 31% of our missing health. So the health that we have missed, the thing is the regained health on minion death, considering that our minions are not dying. So right now we have a total of 3,300, and I believe this will increase further based on how much is our minion armor, increased minion armor of 98%. What is our total increase in armor? Why it doesn't show here? And I guess the more that we increase our life, that increased in health. And take note, this is also T7, increase in health, that is 351. So I believe this one is just T6. But what I am trying to figure out here is not just the ward. I'm going to bring this back. Okay, let's go. Where am I? Blackson. I'm going to use this again for this, and this. Then I can add maybe one here for the meantime, and I need to chase the ward first. So I have 10 more points. 1, 2, 3. I have 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I don't know if I can push this stench of blood, or maybe I don't need to prioritize the target. And I'm also thinking, is there, considering that the Wraiths can really sustain their life in the fight, I'm also thinking, what if I'm going to remove the abomination and then basically we're gonna autocast the question is how fast that they are. I have my last point. I think the last point will be more health. Oh, that's a big T-Rex, sir. That is my only concern, unless if we're going to switch with this one. Unless we're not going to use the transplant, but rather we're gonna use oof. Ouch. Because there is another way also for that red shade. Let's just say we're not going to use the abomination, for example. This one. Then we're gonna remove this one, then put it here. You have a chance to cast Dread Shade on zombies. Because with the deaths of the zombies also, I would assume I feel like the mana is terrible on this setup with the with blood. Wait a second, did they change the I know there is a patch today, like did they change again the wow, 10 to 3? When our minion dies, it explodes, dealing physical... Oh, sorry. Where am I looking? %20 of its maximum health. Does it mean that the maximum health is maximum health based on this one? $490 plus 900, then plus 200 of their base health. The funny thing about this raid, like they have a very low base health. And they gain 3 compared to like, wow, volatile zombies gain 10 health. Well, I would say the reason why because of the reward generation. I feel like but to be honest, if I spam the mana, spam the volatile zombies. That's why now, let me see. My problem now is the Dreadjade. If I remove this one, because the reason why I'm trying to remove the mana as much as possible, because I want to replace the mana regen instead of mana regen, I'm planning to replace it with intelligence, so that that also gives more ward. It's just if only the volatile zombies are can cast mana or can provide mana, that would be great. And because we died, no enchantment. Oh, easy. Oh, okay, maximum. Can you cast? Can you cast the Dread Shade? It's difficult. Are you nice? So it's working now. Finally. I think that's the one of the bug that they have fixed. Yeah, this is my only concern. Or where's the Dread Shade? The thing is that the Dread Shade will disappear because once the volatile zombies are dead, unless we change them to... I think we still need the abomination here. We still need the abomination for our Dread Shade carrier. Can you show me that splatter again? Rip blood hits have a chance to create blood splatter at the target, dealing damage to other enemies around it, and we're not hit by rip blood. This rip blood can occur 4 per cast, and then this one lasts for 4 seconds. if we're going to do this again, my mana regeneration is only on the 2 rings now, 33 and 33. Then this one, 62. Say I'm not going to use with the mana regen. No mana regen here. Let's use this one. No mana regen here. So that's 17. Oh, there's mana regen there. Don't have anything yet. Because the goal that I'm trying to achieve here, if the Rip Blood is going to assist on the mana regen, then I can drop the mana regen so that I can replace it with, so instead of mana regen it should be intelligence and then minion health or minion damage. Okay, I think it's better to remove this one. At least we can revive again the volatile zombies. Mm-hmm.
Fine choice of...
You can use this one. But we need more help. Because our ward limit will become 240% of our maximum health, which is we only have 1,300, so that is... %100% reduced from critical strike. Physical penetration. We're not doing any physical. Oh, this is +2 to minion skills, but
Makes me eager for our next hunt.
Abomination is down. Our filter looks weird now. because I really want to have a very good amount of ward while our minions are still dealing a lot of damage. I think after this, let me try the that drain life. I'm not getting that omen idol that has the omen large idol. Basically, we are still summoning the Wraith. They are still like, basically they are still summonable. Ooh, 91. More life leech. What I really want to see on, because there are so many enemies here and they frequently move around, their life leech is going to will not be sustainable depending on when they get hit by the splatter of the rip blood for them to get an additional life leech. Okay, Abomination, I'll be staying right beside you because I need your... cast speed. And I almost died. And I almost died. Another one of that. Who's that? Because if during a single target fight, for example, if the Rip Blood is giving good attack speed, life leech, because the blood infusion is giving our minions a 24. Oh, I didn't invested. What the heck? How about I grab one here? Because more attack speed, more instances of them to heal. Give me a second. Of course, more speed, more damage, more life for our CD rate. Oh, is that our quest to kill? So maybe that's the reason why the Reef Beast is kind of tough. Because that's our quest. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Can we try? Here we go again. Pinnacle of Chaos. Oh, we have another boss. Can we try? If we're going to choose this one, it's going to drain our life. I would say it's okay. The goal here is to really gain some ward. And then we're gonna transition to this one. That will have... How many? It's 10 more points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going to level up. Let's just say I don't need the volatile zombie for the ward. I don't mind the threshold. Oh my goodness, so I need to manually target. I thought it automatically. Negative mana. I thought I'm siphoning. Oh, give me a second here. Give me a second here. What if I go with this path? So that it's no longer mana cost consuming mana cost, though it's gonna drain our life, but I believe it should be okay. So that the idea here is to continuously cast the. It feels like there's some kind of a delay. Okay, let's see. if your life end up at 0, it's still gonna. I think this is good if you're going to invest on the Locus of Death, wherein your minions are stationary, so that what happened here is when you cast this large group of Wraiths and then you cast the you channel, basically see it regains when your life goes 0. And this is a good pair for the Exsanguinous, because the Exsanguinous Where's that last steps of the living? I want to use the regular. So where's that? Boom, 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 boom. Rain. Then this is good when you are dealing with single target. You're not going to run out of mana. See, poop, poop, poop. I just keep on channeling the life drain. That's. Let's try on the boss. Let's see. It's just it. This is just a high requirement, a high management skill. See, especially the more, oh, the more what you call that? The more it's just. I'm thinking if this one should be here, and then I'll place it here so that I can continuously spam the volatile zombies very quickly. Where are you? And basically you can stop and then spam again. There is some kind of a delay that you can still I think 1 or 2 seconds, then you can spam the volatile zombie back to you drain life, and then back to summoning the wraiths. It's just if we can really make the wraiths, I think this is not yet fully optimized. If we can really Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wow! Boo! Oh, I got crit. What? No space again? Just go there. Mana. Elemental resistance, minion health, intelligence. This gives us a 40% ward retention. Where's the ward? Gain ward per second. So this one doesn't have, this only has ward on kill. Because if we invest on life here, this is also a good ward generator. These two, the combination of these two. It's hard to because the rates are still dying. Okay, here we go again. Replace. 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 The gameplay looks interesting. It's just ward per second per 10 mana, and we have increase area. Ward retention per increase in area. How come I'm not getting this benefit? Increase area stats no longer affect area. Increase area stats from these three and other sources has no effect on drains life area of effect, but instead grants you additional ward retention while channeling drain life. Hey! So we are still draining the life of the Sealy. Our Sealy mate. Our Sealy mate. We are draining their life. Okay. That's rough. But by doing that, we can still continuously casting the. If I can still spam the volatile zombie, that gives us ward when when it dies, and then another thing is. I can also add this one, armor stack, all resistance. Oh, I think I remember. Give me a second. Drain life. I think it's not challenge. It's not. Oh, I see. Right. Because I think there's a node here. Drain life is now casted instead of channeled. Lasts for 3 seconds. Dark shackles. I think that's the effect. So there's no point on this one. Then we can just add here. Basically, we can just... Oh, I need 2 more points. Then I know I don't need this one. Oh, I need this one for the mana per second. Basically, I don't need this one because we're no longer channeling. Can add one here so that it can Or this one is okay. I have 3 more points. 1, then 2. And I can increase the duration here. So we need to have in full minion count. We see Orvis. There's the Pinnacle of Chaos first. The thing is, the Pinnacle of Chaos here is now at 287. We were not able to beat the Pinnacle of Chaos at cast. Basically, they need to be steady. This is good for single target fight. Yeah, now we don't have to worry about the mana. It's just it requires high management. The thing with the the open window. Basically, I need to practice this. Did I overfocus too much? How many were the That's a lot though. The healing. Oh, the healing, the life drain. It's like we can spam 100%, the easily spam the Wraith just in case we need more. The thing is, oh, where is Orbis? Because the gameplay loop is this. We drain the life, so basically our minions are draining their life. We spam the volatile zombies, just we have only 3 seconds that we can... Then we can cast the drain life again. Spam, and then basically that's gonna be the rotation. It's just, we don't really gain that much ward. That's the only thing. As easy as that. 64 forging potential, sir. Open suffix. Wow, the sealed is intelligence. The T7 is a sealed affix. Boo. I thought this one is, if that one is T7, then at least that is gonna be good with 66 forging potential. And basically, the death of the volatile zombie has so many synergies. Ward for us, and then the effigy for plus it still deals a good amount of damage. Wow, wow, he can one shot those enemies. Boom. Boom. Is there any Oribus? Not yet. Where is that silly Oribus? When you're looking for him, he's not here. This one! I wonder if I can beat now the Pinnacle of Chaos with this setup. Abomination is so busy on killing the volatile zombies while basically, I mean, it's okay. Absorbing the zombies will trigger the death effect that gives us the ward. It's just the abomination is somewhere below. The buff supposedly on our rates is not it's not on them. So far, it's working though. Especially for single target fight. It really helps on regaining the mana. That we can really spam the summoning rates, the summon rates, and then we don't have to worry about. We can really maximize their count, and then we can continuously spam the zombie, cast the drain life to get more ward, and then regain the mana very quickly. Spam the rates, spam the volatile zombies again. Nice. 5 points. Okay. 68. Okay, let's do this. Let's try on Orvis. Let's try on Orvis. Woohoo! Abomination is so busy. $320. Nice. Then we have Boss Echo. Let's try again on Phraiye. I think I'm looking for the Reign of Dragons as well. Is it the for their necrotic resistance? Oh! I thought it was already over. I thought it was already over. What the? Basically, the word is not really coming from the I think it looks fun. How about this? The thing is, I want to remove the Wanna try this one more time. Leech a portion of their physical damage they deal. They're still physical. What if... Oops. Four more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm trying to do here is to, instead of me gaining ward, I'm just gonna chase for the mana, and then I'm going to give them health. Or is it... I need 4 more points here. Blood orbs restore health based on your intelligence stat. That will increase the blood orb, restoring health plus 5, and then this will become now 11 at 150 47%. So that's 15. I don't think it's enough. 4 seconds for the blood infusion. I think mana is still good because if the blood splatter hit and then they now can regain life through physical damage. What I'm trying to make a game loop here that supposedly the rates are not going to be dying that much frequently. Then from time to time cast the Rip Blood and then spam the volatile zombie with the help of the mana regen. I can take one here. I think that's fine. Max level. Or should I go with more cast speed and then go with the stench? Since they get a attack speed and multiplicative damage already. Oh, we haven't killed the timeline boss. I think that's the blood splatter, that splash of blood on the floor. That is the blood splatter effect. So far, it's much more better. Basically, I'm just casting the Rip Blood when I see that there's already a splatter. Then I can stop, spam the Wraith, spam the volatile zombies. And by the way, how much is our minion health? 598. And so far, we managed to keep them alive most of the time. Like then their maximum numbers is not dropping too much, meaning they're not dying a lot. With the additional attack speed, more life leech. I'm just trying to add this as a mana regen per second. Oh, mana regen, sorry, ward per second. And then if we can keep that 18 with a bit of volatile zombies, then we can have a total of like approximately 19, 180 on our soul conduits. So we have 200, then we have 180, 190. I think that's fine. Ah, this is the one. Did I just got this recently? 230% increase in minion? Minion health, increased regen. Wow, it's almost the same. The only difference is the increase in health. This one is bad affixes. 180 health regen. Now this one, I'm thinking, now if we're going to build the Exsanguinous, we need all the life. We need all life. We need all increase in life. Ten to 3. Oh, this is one of the best. Imagine if we have that additive and then okay, now there's something I want to test here now. Let's bring back that, and then additional 2 raids. Now we have 20 raids. How's our minion health? 537? Maybe it's still okay? I'm still short on the resistance. I really need the resistances so that I can wear the Jura. Ooh, T3 Omen window. Let's do this. Ours is really the problem. Our survivability is the problem with that fight. I'm thinking the Exsanguinous might be the ideal setup here.
It will shatter around you.
I think I need to properly position, but during that fight in the Omen, where's this one? Omen Echo Chain. Okay, let's try this again. See, so far I can sustain the mana and I'm able to keep more than 10 wraiths, considering that they're hitting an enemy. Life is still important. I saw that they're starting to lose their life. Continue this the echo chain. The omen window. I'm not going to do these tombs for a while. I'm just gonna try to keep on pushing in the corruption, and I just want to see how fragile our necromancer is. Yeah, if I think I'm just guessing, but it might work if we want to spam the volatile zombies in order to help on the damage at the same time for the ward. I think with the help of the Rip Blood now, considering that they're now, I would say, dealing a good amount of damage and lifesteal, then considering that this our minions, our volatile zombies can sustain, can be sustained longer in the fight, then we can just keep spamming the volatile zombies while the Wraiths are still properly engaged in the fight. I think survivability now here is the problem. I'm thinking to bombard them with minion health, and then where is that mantle of the Pale Ox with? My only problem here is if I'm going to remove this, what are the skill that will be removed? Then we have to reallocate again. One, two, three. Actually, I have two choices here again. The thing is, if I'm going to do a health regen, it really requires two suffixes, like there's a health regen and then an additive health regen. Unlike on the skeleton rogues, we are heavily investing on the prefix, which is the poison damage, And then on the suffix is just health regen. Here, if I'm going to lose the if I'm not going to prioritize the necrotic resistance, I'm losing the necrotic penetration as well. Unlike on the poison damage, we have some ways to increase their to decrease the poison resistance of the enemies to increase our poison penetration, but here we're relying on the necrotic resistance. Necrotic resistance with the barbute, it helps on gaining a sword for every uncapped necrotic resistance, but it doesn't really generate much. I think that's the 200 coming from this one. There's no omen window here? I forgot if there was this dialogue of the omen when we entered, or is it the omen window is considered like it's no longer here because we died on this echo? If there's a dialogue, there you go. The omen of silence. Actually, I didn't realize that I'm already over spamming the rates a while ago. I forgot that I have no longer the 20 count. I already see that I keep on spamming the rates and they're not adding anymore. But so far, I think I don't know again if I'm just lucky here again. Whoa! Oh! The thing is, we cannot. It's just 8 mana reach. Wow! 58.49. We can add 9. How much is the 9 supposedly? $52. This becomes 58. By the way, how much is my damage right now? $329. But I would say that the life is much more. See, 10,000. Oh, 10,000. 1,013. I think I don't need the mana regen here. Intelligence and then minion health. Intelligence and minion health would suffice. I'm really looking for more idols with resistances. Oh, we're not yet done. You're leaving the we're not yet done. Slay the void amalgamation. Okay. I think this is it. This is the grand. This is the grand omen window. So basically, there's no more. And maybe on the belt, we're okay with the damage here. And then intelligence. Oh, there's no intelligence here. If that is the case, then this is a good it's like minion health here, minion damage and minion health, and then basically this could be intel and then damage, intel and damage. It's just we're gonna lose around 200%. Maybe it's still okay. Same thing with this one. There's also minion health and minion damage here. Well, elemental is resistance is not that bad. I'm looking for hybrid health. Are we ready, Jura, sir? Are we ready, Jura? Jura for more attack speed? I think so. This is it. Huh? No, this is not yet the omen. This is a scammer. Scam. That is just one single roaming omen. That is not the one. That's why. Like, what? I know the enemies there are very tough. Oh. That was rude. That was rude. No, I don't think this is still. I'm getting good omen idols for build that I'm for other builds. I'm always getting those Omen idols that always not for the build that I'm currently playing. Okay, I think this is it. The Greater Omen window. Good job, good job, good job. Basically, they're not dropping most of the only the time that I think when I'm trying to cast as many volatile zombie just to give me some ward. But I think I cannot gain ward more than I would say 4,000 because of my retention. It's like oh, cooldown, minion cooldown. Why now? Huh? Why now? Why? Oh shoot. No, here is the problem. I cannot carry these items. But the Greater Omen window, somehow, it really provides some very good corrupted items. Oh, this is the thing, it keeps going down. Can we go on a different direction? I'm just gonna grab the... because I want to keep on pushing. Are we ready, sir? Do I have a gloves that is corrupted? I want to try if I can seal a corrupted, for example, if there is a very good affix, and then if it has a 4 affixes, so basically that can be sealed. I want to try if a corrupted item, of course, maybe you cannot, the corrupted item cannot be sealed, but if one of the affixes, like for example, if there's a corrupted item that drop, and then you don't need the corrupted item, but it has one of the a good affix, can you still seal it? No Julra? Oh, there's Julra, Star Dial. All resistances are good. So, okay, if I'll do this, can I seal? We can. But I would say not the corrupted affix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good to know. Oops. Huh. Stats on this item will be applied to your minions, and now our minion attack speed is now... Hey! Does it supposed to show here? Ooh, are we getting scammed here? Because that should supposedly minion melee attack speed. Ooh, we're getting scammed. We're getting scammed here. Like, how would we know that that particular affix is being transferred to us? Oh, that is already 355 corruption level? That's nice. Ooh, unclaimed trove. Wanna go there? Oh, I need to go here first. Which one? There, and then go here. Oh, give me a second. I wanna see this in action. Okay, show me Abomination. How fast you are. I don't know. I don't know. Hey guys, make sure you bring down Godzilla, okay? Because that is a very dangerous foe. Oh, this is not yet unclaimed trove. You just saw a lizard and then now you're thinking that this is unclaimed trove. Anyway, that unclaimed trove will be my last one for tonight, so I'm just gonna continue on. Probably I'm gonna place the wanted uniques. Maybe later, not here. I'm going to add that Exsanguinous and the Last Steps of the Living. Though the Last Steps of the Living only drop in the Blood, Frost, and Death timeline. Okay, let's kill this Rip Beast, or are we going to enter inside? I think I might have 100 favor. Oh, close. Because it's been a while that I've been. Probably 2 more. I'm also gonna grind that. Maybe. Don't mess with my swarm of wraiths. Drop runes. Now it branches out. What is this one? Conquered Tower. That's the one I'm talking about. Now we have a Conquered Tower there. 355 corruption. Black Sun. Let's show Phraiye. We're much more better now. No more drain life. Oh. Huh? What the? Oof! Am I too close? Probably. 100%. You're not gonna die if you're not that close. Of course. Are you gonna die if you're not close? Then it's a bug. Okay, let me kill this one and then let's do one last one unclaimed troop then. We're gonna continue tomorrow. That was good. That was good. And I was also made the mistake that I positioned myself somewhere at the edge. I didn't see that Phraiye is already positioned himself at the middle where he's gonna do that, and I didn't see the where it's gonna land. Nice one. That's smart. Phraiye is smart. That's intriguing. Okay, last round for tonight. The because I'm just kind of like, why all of the sudden they're taking a lot of damage. Oh, oh. That was rude. I need the large idol. There you go. Increase in minion health. I don't want the mana regen anymore. And because of that, I'm only getting 50% increase in armor. Oh. 21% of mana spent gained a sword. 59. And then we have a minion melee spell. Oh, not this one. Oh, where's that? There you are. Oh shoot, this one. Well, it's too bad. Well, that one will add an 11. Oh, plus 9. So approximately 40. 59, 49, so that's 10. Okay. Shoot! Our golem is dead! Golem is down! What the heck? Oh, we can summon him again. No worries. He'll be back. He'll be back. Because now if I can find a good death rattle that I can place this minion health, now I can swap again that melee Wraith. Wow, the maximum skeletons are here. How nice. Because I'm thinking now, if I'm going to use the, I need more health. It's only T6. Increase in armor. I want that increase in armor. Or increase in life. Because another way, if the minion health is the problem, right? Minion health here, we can still invest a good amount of health, considering that they have a very good health leech. This is also I want to try. If I can find a better death rattle and imprint that and seal that minion health here so that I can wear it here. What I'm thinking on the setup would be adding more health multiplier here instead of adding more rates. So increasing their health, say if we have plus 3, right? So this and this plus 50. So 1.8 times 1.5. So that's going to be 2.7. So 1.7 from 0.8 to 0.7. So that increases the life by 0.90. So if I'm not mistaken, so that health here, supposedly it will drop by say, or maybe even if it dropped at 900, like that one, if we can add, well, can I try this one just for this run? Before I end the stream, I just wanna check it out. If only we have 4, then we can add more. It's going to be much more expensive. Oh, it's only 40. I would say it'd still be okay, because that adds another 0.4. 0.4 is 1.8 times 1.4, so that's 1.52. So that's an additional 70% increase in life, and that is 725 times 0.72. So that's an additional 522 for the Wraith. So at this setup, they are quite more expensive now, but the question here is, since we have a mana regen, can we still sustain them? We have plenty of temporal keystone. Nothing to worry. So basically what we did is, by adding that multiplier additional rates skill, we increased their health while adding an additional damage. Yeah, not bad. Hey! What was that? Well, despite that they are expensive, now that we have a mana regen, so far, we can sustain the Now I'm excited to even more add the +4 now. But what I want is still more survivability. So I think that's the final step. Like if we are gonna push now, okay, then let me even at, let me write it down. Mantle of the Pale Ox mean at least 160% mana regen. How much is our mana regen now? I think I'm not investing anything on the mana regen on our gear. I only have a few. But even though if I remove this one, I should still be okay, I guess. Now, here's now the thing. If we don't need the mana regen, I'm gonna check this out tomorrow. If we don't need the mana regen, then why not we now remove the lich, and then we invest on that armor. 5%. I don't know how much armor will it provide versus the one on the lich tree. What's the name of that? Empty the graves. Empty the graves. Increase health regen and then armor per minion. Though the good thing about that leech node is that it gives, even though we are investing for the bonus, we're also getting that a slight mana regen plus intelligence. Probably I'm just gonna cross this out so that I can keep on track on everything. Add more minion health as much as possible. Well, that is almost the same as this one. We'll just say need to test the exsanguineous and last step combo for ward generation, and then have at least a minimum of 600 minion health, especially on higher corruption. 800 is good already. What I'm excited right now is the just for the sake of, maybe I can try to find a I still need 12 though, the 12 rates. What I'm going to check, I can check it right now. Give me a second. Let me 800 aim to get a at least +3 level to rates and get the, what is that node, and get the hunting node for health multiplier. Use skeletal mage. Oh, sorry. Use give me a second. Why it's too quiet? Huh? Why there's no background sound? Give me a second. Are you okay there? You have no more life. The unique looks awkward. Okay. Rip blood. With blood infusion, life steal, and attack speed with a bit of mana, helps on mana sustain plus buffing the rates. More attack speed. More attack speed with lifesteal will help on regaining life because of the damage, because of the increased damage effect of that rattle. Okay. I think items, rings, intel, minion. Are we okay with the minion damage or minion health? I have minion health here. Another minion health. I think minion health is important, especially once we start keep on pushing. I think minion health here is better. And then on the belt, intel, minion health. And then belt, my problem is supposedly I need to get a high physical resistance because I believe my blessing here is still physical resistance at 58. If I can get a physical resistance, I think I'm looking for the belt. Supposedly it's going to be on the belt. If I can have that physical resistance, then I can now use the blessing with increase in armor instead, so that at least we can increase our survivability. I think the way I see it, it's just I think the sanguinous here is going to be the sanguinous last steps here is going to be much more better. The thing is, I need to find a T7 Now I need two T7 at least. I mean one T7 and then the other one is, or I think maybe, yeah, at least one T7 then the other one, because I'm still gonna be short with the damage reduction. Or I would go with critical strike chance avoidance instead. If I'm going to do a last steps of the living, then I will need the critical strike chance avoidance, place it on the boots, and then get the blessings instead. So that will be the goal. And then we're gonna invest on stacking more life. Because the more life that we have, the more ward. For example, if we achieve at least like maybe say 2,400, if we can drop down our life at say around 2,000 for example, so 35% of that, if you have 20% on the exsanguinous and on the boots, then you have how much? 35, so that's approximately 600 ward per second. And then you have the ward per second on our minions. We have ward per second on the through the Bone Clamor Barbute. So basically we could reach around 1,000 ward. And considering that we have a good ward retention, then we can keep a large amount of ward during tougher fights. So basically that's the goal. The only weakness is the omen window. That omen window, I'm not afraid with the grand omen window. My weakness, this build weakness, is the omen window, the lesser omen window, wherein you're gonna step in the circle. I think the goal, the strategy should be clearing the pack near the circle, then you go out just in case, and then you move your minions close to the circle, to the edge of the circle where you are going to enter, so that the minions, the monsters are clear, and then you keep pushing your minions, killing the enemies again. Then you go out. I don't know, I haven't checked though whether if you go out, does the timer reset? The goal here is, yeah, I think my problem was I keep roaming around. I should have went out, clear the area where I'm going to enter, so that I'm not going to be overwhelmed by the monsters inside. Clear the monster, enter, then let the minions keeps on clearing the monsters, and then just in case, then you step out, clear again the path at the near the circle, and then I think the timer will reset. It's not like you go out. That I haven't checked though, whether I think it's gonna reset. It's reset, so when you go out. Anyway, what else that I need to check here? I think before I leave, let me... Where is the wanted uniques? Let's add the exsanguinous. Oh, there's one more that I need to check before I almost forgot. Last steps of the living, and then exsanguinous. So far for me, the build is fun. Even though they're not really super powerful, but there's still more room for their DPS to be improved, for our survivability. So far the DPS is already good. Only the survivability, especially when we are getting hit by this, when we are getting overwhelmed by the monster. But during single target, as long as you know how to telegraph the attack of the bosses, you can still survive those big damage attacks and then let your minions and then just continue. And so far the rates are not is less manageable. So basically they can sustain and keep, and we can keep a large number of rates as long as we keep on buffing the Rip Blood from time to time, because those new rates that we summon, so those are not buffed yet, and then we need to keep them buffed all the time. I think it's still ideal to go at around 1000 life, and then once we have, probably because we don't have those life minion health that are T7, maybe if we get them, maybe we could reach our life to 1000. Then if we have that +4 to melee to summon rate, then at least we can have one more skill to place on the node for that increase in health. I'm also thinking whether if the Phantom Grip is still viable, because it has the minion skill. Phantom, increase mana, critical strike, minion damage. Basically we're not getting anything here. This is the only thing, we're not getting anything here, unless probably if we have a Phantom Grip of what, +3, +2, then maybe we can add a minion health and minion damage there. Right, because we're talking about an additional life, and this is already, this 40%, this is already 75 additional. So what more? We add more 3 and more 2, so that's an additional 70%. Maybe that will increase, but what I want is to keep pushing this on. So we are already close. If we get a Oribis maybe tomorrow, then we can push this to 400, and then hopefully my goal is try to push this to 500 and above and see where we can still further improve. Then I think maybe I can also make a build guide and share this build on this weekend. So, and then before I thoroughly polish the build planner and the loot fill, I want to do it now, but I still want to do some testing to ensure that the build guide and the loot filter is basically according to what are the right items that you're going to chase to improve your build. Okay, last thing. So if I'm going to wear, maybe I have a 2 LP and then I only have let's just say, just give me a second. 45,807 times, this is 18 rates. This is 18 rates. If I'm going to reduce right now, so I have 16, and then I have, where is the critical strike damage? Passive, what is my passive now? I think it's, wow, it's already 10. This is 70. Rate, it's not 60. Death rattle is how much? 43. That's correct. But rate is now 60. That's correct. Four, 5, 7, 6, 4. That's the one. Now, how much the damage will be if I add, let's just say a 10, but plus 3 to summoning rate. So I'm adding 2, but reducing the rates by 16. So I can max out this. Then one more. This is now 90. So this is now 50 for 70. Times minus 10. Close. But I guess if we're talking about 11, then it's gonna be better. So basically, 11 and 2, I'm going to have 16. So this is 12. This is plus 11. This is plus 11 and plus 2. Well, basically I would know what those numbers. So basically plus 11 rates plus 2 to summoning kills. This is the damage of basically this is 17 counts. This is plus 12. This is plus 1 but plus 12 to rates. And then I forgot what I'm going to check. This one, let's reduce the number. Now this one is plus 2. Yeah, that is 16 and then 90 here. No, I don't think that you can work out on the number, the tens. It's just the gap between. It's too huge. Like finding the perfect that perfect item. The thing is, it ranges the minimum roll. If I'm not mistaken, the minimum roll for that aberrant call is 6. So you can get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's a huge variety of. But I would say that those higher maximum counts of the rates will be more frequently that it will drop a maximum number, probably on here on higher corruption level with higher rarity of items, right? That's what I'm looking forward to. Like if we are on higher corruption, are we going to get of course better items and hoping to get those better aberrant call. So basically it's 11. How about 11 and 1? If it's 11 and 1, it's still close with the 12 and 1. Well, of course, it's not. So basically, the close to the 12 and 1 is the 11 plus 2. If you're going to invest on the instead of maximizing the flat damage, maximize the Wraith's critical strike damage instead. And then what I'm looking forward is to get more 2 LPs. I really want to add. So I want to check the difference between this one. So 48, 667. Right now I'm 60. If I will add, I think right now it is still 49. How much it will add? This one is 41,527. How much percentage it will add if we add, say, is it 25 is the minimum? I think 25 is the minimum. For the T5, I mean. Wow, so basically it's like whatever additive damage that you're going to add, it's like adding, it's like that for each spell that we're adding, that is approximately the increase of damage that we're adding. So if we add, that's why if we add a perfect 2 T7s, then basically it's like doubling its damage. But that is going to be very difficult because you're gonna find a perfect a T7 that's going to land on those. Basically, you're gonna use a Havoc and then craft those items. And another thing is finding at least a 12 plus 1 Aberrant Call with +2 affix. Though I believe I have a probably if I see that my damage is starting to fall off, maybe I'm going to add I'm gonna try a 2 LP maybe on Saturday. I'm gonna try that to probably I'm just gonna gamble. Sorry, not gamble, but I'm gonna take a risk on using one of the 2 LPs with the 12 or 11 plus 2, I think. As long as it's 11 plus 2 or 12 plus 1, then we can try to add and hopefully we can land on, if it has an open suffix, then we can add that additional minion melee damage, and then we'll try our luck for the weapon to grab the another melee damage. But at least if we have another affix, like maybe mana, that mana ward, mana spent as a sword, maybe that would be nice since we're spending a lot of mana on this build. So yeah, that's it for me today. We're just gonna continue on. So there's one more thing that I want to check, which is the Exsanguinous. I want to see if that build is going to help on our survivability, but the DPS now of the Wraiths are now much more better, especially now that we have the Juras obsession here. But I don't know if this is really adding on our, because why it is not being added here, because considering that it is now being transferred to the minions, then this one should be automatically like showing here that hey, your minion melee is now having 23%, because how would we know if this is working? Maybe I can check this tomorrow on the training dummy equipping, and then unequip this and see if there's an increase in attack speed that it's happening. But otherwise, I don't know. And speaking of the patch notes, I think there's a 1.4.3 for last epoch today. I still didn't see the individual operator. I don't know if I still have time. Whether does the individual operator works not on the poison damage but on the Valflash impact damage, that physical damage, and the shurikens of the skeleton rogues? Because we're talking about huge amount of multiplier, right? So anyway, if I still have the time, I'm gonna check it out also if that is how the individual operator is working, because until now there's still no fix, and I think they're at their end, on their end, individual operator is working, but we thought that the individual operator is working on the poison as well, because we're talking about increase in rogues damage, and their damage is poison when they use the lethal concentration. And basically when we equip the Valflash is a poison damage as well. So somehow it doesn't add up. But I think we also tested that the individual operator, it's still not scaling even the damage impact, the damage crit of the poison from the Valflash upon my testing, which I have it on my video. But anyway, yeah, I still have until weekend to push this build and try to improve this, and then yeah, before I play by the next build next week. So again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.